As I told you, my dear Morel, M. de Mercer will kill me.
Morel looked at him in utter amazement. But what has happened, then, since last evening, Count? The same thing that happened to Brutus the night before the Battle of Philippi. I have seen a ghost. And that ghost told me, Morel, that I had lived long enough. Maximilian and Emmanuel looked at each other. Monte Cristo drew out his watch. "Let us go," said he. "It is 5 minutes past 7, and the appointment was for 8 o'clock. A carriage was in readiness at the door. Monte Cristo stepped into it with his 2 friends. He had stopped a moment in the passage to listen at a door, and Maximilian and Emmanuel, who had considerately passed forward a few steps, thought they heard him answer by a sigh to a sob from within. As the clock struck 8, they drove up to the place of meeting. "We are first," said Morel, looking out of the window. "Excuse me, sir," said Baptistin, who had followed his master with indescribable terror, "but I think I see a carriage down there under the trees." Monte Cristo sprang lightly from the carriage, and offered his hand to assist Emmanuel and Maximilian. The latter retained the Count's hand between his. "I like," said he, "to feel a hand like this, when its owner relies on the goodness of his cause." "It seems to me," said Emmanuel, "that I see 2 young men down there, who are evidently waiting." Monte Cristo drew Morel a step or 2 behind his brother-in-law. "Maximilian," said he, "are your affections disengaged?" Morel looked at Monte Cristo with astonishment. "I do not seek your confidence, my dear friend. I only ask you a simple question, answer it, that is all I require." "I love a young girl, Count." "Do you love her much?" "More than my life." "Another hope defeated," said the Count. Then, with a sigh, "Poor Haiti," murmured he. "To tell the truth, Count, if I knew less of you, I should think that you were less brave than you are." "Because I sigh when thinking of someone I am leaving?" "Come, Morel, it is not like a soldier to be so bad a judge of courage." "Do I regret life? What is it to me, who have passed 20 years between life and death? Moreover, do not alarm yourself, Morel, this weakness, if it is such, is betrayed to you alone. I know the world is a drawing room, from which we must retire politely and honestly, that is, with a bow, and our debts of honor paid. That is to the purpose. Have you brought your arms? What for? I hope these gentlemen have theirs. I will inquire, said Morel. Do, but make no treaty, you understand me? You need not fear. Morel advanced towards Beecham and Chateau Renaud, who, seeing his intention, came to meet him. The three young men bowed to each other courteously, if not affably. Excuse me, gentlemen, said Morel, but I do not see M. de Mercer. He sent us word this morning, replied Chateau Renaud, that he would meet us on the ground. Ah, said Morel. Beecham pulled out his watch. It is only 5 minutes past 8, said he to Morel, there is not much time lost yet. Oh, I made no illusion of that kind, replied Morel. There is a carriage coming, said Chateau Renaud. It advanced rapidly along one of the avenues leading towards the open space where they were assembled. You are doubtless provided with pistols, gentlemen?
M. de Monte Cristo yields his right of using his.
We had anticipated this kindness on the part of the Count, said Beecham, and I have brought some weapons which I bought 8 or 10 days since, thinking to want them on a similar occasion. They are quite new, and have not yet been used. Will you examine them? Oh, M. Beecham, if you assure me that M. de Mercer does not know these pistols, you may readily believe that your word will be quite sufficient. Gentlemen, said Chateau Renaud, it is not Mercer coming in that carriage, faith, it is Franz and Debray. The two young men he announced were indeed approaching. What chance brings you here, gentlemen? Said Chateau Renaud, shaking hands with each of them. Because, said Debray, Albert sent this morning to request us to come. Beecham and Chateau Renaud exchanged looks of astonishment. I think I understand his reason, said Morel. What is it? Yesterday afternoon I received a letter from M. de Mercer, begging me to attend the opera.